There we are. Hello, everybody. I guess I was realizing that I didn't do the July predictions for. I did the fire signs and then I did a birthday reading for Cancer, but I just got all messed up because I went on my little vacation. So here we are, middle of July. Here's the July reading for Libra. Angels, spirits, and guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, and all that is coming from love and light. Please guide me to give clear, accurate messages for Libra. Let's see what's coming up for you, Libra. We're going to get a little insight from these cosmic insights. Let's see what it says for July for Libra. July, Libra. Okay. It's time to move on. Moving on from something. I think it's just so that you can open up your heart to something. I also feel like you will hear from somebody, like if there was been a breakup or something, or you had a fight with somebody, Libra, they're gonna be back. But I feel like, maybe you're moving on down the road about something. I feel like it's so that you can open your heart up to more. So far, that's what I'm seeing. So let's see if we can get a little clarity here. Libra, what's Libra? Who's Libra moving on from in July, Spirit? From the past. Opening up your heart to the sun, to success. I feel like happiness is I feel like moving on from this is really helping you, is what I feel like. They'll be back. Somebody is coming back. This could be a cycle that you're in. I don't know if you watch that rejection cycle, but I don't know. It looks like there's a cycle. So I feel like you are wanting to move on from it. It looks like you are. But I also feel like, there could be some kind of communication. I feel like you're moving on from something that seemed like it wasn't fair, like it was stopping you from growing. So I feel like you're moving on from that. Yeah, it was a heartbreak for sure. I think that, honestly, I feel like if you're having a hard time moving on, I feel like journaling could be important. I see a journal on this card, and I also feel like temperance, but this is like showing yoga, bottom of the deck also. Another kind of yoga card. So it's saying like if you want a transformation and you want this to really happen, you gotta let it go. You gotta focus on you. That's what yoga is all about. It's like focusing on where you're at right in the minute, keeping track of your breath, and trying to tap into that higher piece of you. And I feel like it's important for you if you want to get like rooted and grounded and feeling solid inside yourself. You know what I mean? Like I do. I feel like it's important to like do something like this, yoga, breathing, something. Um, let's clarify. Open up your heart with the Sun card. Open up your heart with the Sun card. What's going on here? Oh yeah. This is you finding your independence. Look at you, loving yourself, knowing your value. This is what happens when you start being grateful. With a Sun card. That's what the Sun card is. It's like focusing on happiness. It's about opening up your heart here. And honestly, it's opening up your heart to yourself. Realizing your connection with your higher self. The power of your higher self and your value in the world, in the scheme of things, like, right? And then there's the King of Cups. So I'm wondering if there's someone coming in once you like walk away from whatever this is and and kind of dive into this Nine of Pentacles. I am safe, I am secure, I am the creator of my own life, and I'm the one who decides my value. I'm the one who decides where my love goes. And I kind of feel like when you open up your heart and you're feeling all this happiness, I feel like your love goes everywhere. You know what I mean? Like you're being kind to everyone here. It's almost like, you find this independent kind of like vibe with the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like somebody money is changing really big in July. And I don't know what it's about, but I think it's got everything to do with you believing in yourself, believing in what you can do. You can do anything. Your soul is very, very powerful. And I think that a lot of us don't give it the credit that it deserves because, I mean, I see it all the time in the readings. It's like we don't really understand how powerful that soul really is. So let's look about this list. This guy, this person is coming back with a ring, a promise, a commitment. This is someone from the past. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Tell me what's going on. This is somebody that you cried about. I think it's the one you're walking away from. You're walking away. And I feel like now, I mean, you're Nine of Pentacles, you know, heart wide open to yourself, knowing your value. This person comes in, they're expecting to see you in a puddle on the floor, and you're not. You're not. You are confident and cool and collected, and knowing your value and understanding your beauty. All of it. Like, I mean, understanding that every single thing that you've gone through has made you this beautiful person. And I don't know, I feel like I don't know how you're gonna feel. I feel like you're very confident. So um I think you're over the nightmare of it. You're like, no, I'm not crying about that shit anymore. Are you kidding me? That transformation happened over here. you know I'm finding my true self here. Like, so I just want to say, like, every time, not every time, but when there's a breakup or someone's like moved out of our life and there's an ending, I almost feel like it's probably the biggest blessing that we could ever ask for. Like, I feel like it's a divine thing. Like, this person was slowing you down. You weren't quite where you needed to be, like with your independence, like knowing that I am confident, I am safe in my own self. I love this body, I love this soul. We are good, right? So when this person comes back, you don't know. I think they're gonna say, like, I'm sorry, but I don't know. I don't know. I think they want a new beginning and they want to have a stable home. They feel like they missed an opportunity. They're saying things completely different. They love you, man. They're bringing in love. They want a new beginning in love, but you aren't sure. Seven of Swords or Pentacles. Should I do it? You got the Seven of Wands here too in this little pile that I'm reading at the bottom of the deck. But it's telling me, like, I mean, I don't know if this is the person that you're thinking about, but it could be. But there's a Two of Cups coming in, and it's in divine timing. You see, what's happening here is this could be telling me, like, this person that you walked away from had to be walked away from. It could be the same person that's coming back in, and yeah, it could work out. Like, it really could. But it's not until everybody's ready. You know what I mean? With the wheel there. It is a Two of Cups relationship. It's somebody that means something to you, a lot to you, actually. They're coming back in. But like I said, I feel like there's work to be done here in you. So hopefully you can just completely, just dive into your own self and really detach from the situation um, because it's not helping you right now. You need to like help yourself. You see what I mean? Let me see who's here. Hello. Hi, Holly. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm glad to have you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. I love it. I'm so happy to have anybody that wants to subscribe. I'm glad you're resonating with the messages. Let's find out a little bit more about this relationship over here. Should we? Let's see. It's anxiety and worry. That's what it's been in the past, like with that Nine of Swords. But what's happening to you? Like it's showing it us right here in the middle about opening up your heart. You're really finding like that divine feminine energy inside of yourself. Your heart is opening up, like with the King of Cups. It's like heart wide open, understanding those emotions, accepting them, loving yourself, taking good care of yourself. So, what's happening when they come back? This is very unexpected. Um, it could be a text message, right? I feel like they do that a lot. Like while you're healing and everything, this person is freaking out. I feel like because you did walk away and you're really staying true to you. And I really love that, Libra, because that's where all the growth comes and it's where our vibe changes. And so when someone else comes in, I mean, you're in divine feminine over here energy. So if this person doesn't come in as a divine masculine, I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know if you're going to even want them anymore, because you're feeling real good about yourself. It looks to me like you don't, it just says like they're trying to figure out a way to come back to you. It is all happening this month, as far as like I'm just reading for July. So, um, yeah, let's see. Tell me what the transformation is for Libra. What does that look like? Like on the other side of that door, once they close the door on this old thing and like get rooted in themselves and start really like letting go of this pain, because I feel like this relationship is really painful, you know? Yeah, it is hurting. It's agonizing, it says. It could be a marriage, or it could be with somebody that you feel like is a sacred union, like a divine couple, right? Somebody you have something bigger to do with, or a destiny kind of love, right? Those are real too. So, okay. So, I'm getting like some of you walking away from this makes you a single parent, and overwhelming like responsibilities. So I feel like this shutting of the door is hard. I feel like it's hard to walk away because there's part of you inside that says like, man, I'd really like to reconcile, right? And this hurts, and I have all these new responsibilities now because I feel like you have children and now you're like on your own, and that's not no small thing. Man alive, I remember when I left my husband many, many years ago, and I had three little kids. And I didn't know what I was going to do, but I figured it out, and so will you. Um, and I also want to say, like, when you're in this middle part here, where you're really, like, really in the Nine of Pentacles, like, you're doing good, like, financially. Like, you're scared to be a single parent, but I'm telling you, you're going to be okay. Don't worry about it too much. I know you want the person back for many reasons, but Spirit is saying, like, man, this King of Cups, it could be a brand new love for some of you. Like you meet someone, your vibe is different, remember. because you're in this independent, I am fine, I am stable. It's not like over here where you're kind of scared. You're kind of a little bit scared to move all the way on. But like in the middle of the road here, you're really loving yourself. You're really loving your life, I feel like. Your heart is wide open and you're attracting someone. And it's new. And that might even be why this other person is like freaking out over here. Like, not only did you walk away, but you're fucking moving forward. So it looks to me like, like this person comes back in and I think they have an apology. I think they have a big plan. I think they're scared to death to not be with you. You know what I mean? And the second you even look like you're walking towards something else, this person comes, back in, and now they're trying to figure out, like, dang, like, what can I say to Libra? What can I say to this beautiful divine feminine? Um, Spirit, what happened over here? Like, tell me what happened in this relationship. Like, what's going on? Why did it break up? Why is it breaking up? I was gonna do a extended, but I think I'm just gonna do it all right now. How's that sound? Holly, what are you saying to me? Let me see. Are you a Libra? I have full anxiety because trying to relocate to a new state, just trying to get away from here. My ex is Sagittarius. I've been single for 10 years from him now. Hope he doesn't attempt to return. We have shared children, but my twins turned 18 last December. I'm finally free. I have money troubles, but that's life sometimes. Keeping busy, I'm scared of traveling alone 2,000 miles away. Um, don't be scared. Listen to that energy. Listen to that. Just go. Just do it. I just went on a really big trip. I went all the way through, but I live in Montana. I went through Idaho and Oregon and into California all by myself. And my car did break down. It did break down, and I got stranded kind of in California on the coast for like 3 days. It was the best 3 days of the whole trip. Like, I was really kind of stuck there. I couldn't drive around. I couldn't run. I had to stay, and I really loved it. I got a lot of messages, and I just feel like, if you're being called to like move on and move away, I really think, like this reading is supportive of it. It's saying you're gonna be okay. Like, everything's gonna be fine. I really do think you need to like get in touch with your higher self, with the like these two yoga cards here, really, really telling. But I want you to know that your money is not going to be tight for very long. And I want you to just trust it. Trust this. You know what I mean? Like, trust that you'll be the Nine of Pentacles. You want to know what the Nine of Pentacles is? It's like passive income. It's like your soul providing it. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a cool card because this is kind of like, so look at it. Let's look at it. She's sitting under the money tree. She's having a glass of wine. She's kicking back on the Sphinx. She's reading a book. She's enjoying her life. And while she's doing all that, the money is growing on the tree. So it's telling me that this is definitely connected to keeping this sunshine attitude, which is about focusing on the gratitude, focusing on all the good stuff you do have. Like, what did you say? You have some twins? Yeah. You got a set of twins. Like, keep thinking about stuff that you have that makes you happy. It's already there. And if you can't find it, do this kind of deep diving thing. Like, I'll tell you what I'm not like I'm not a yoga master or nothing like that, but I meditate all the time. But I like to just put my feet on the ground, no socks and shoes, and I like to sit in my garden. I like to lean up against a tree, and I like to just breathe. And I don't really have to have a conversation. Like, sometimes you got questions and that's fine. But like sometimes Meditation is about listening. It's about taking the time and the space to just say, soul, I need some help. Like, I need to know, like, where's this fucking money tree at, for one thing? Like, where's it at? Where can I go get it, you know? Because it's whatever it is that's going on here. It's not only financial stability, but it's something within inside of you that tells yourself you're perfect, just like you are. And this one over here does too. This, this um, Queen of Wands. I mean, she's sure of herself. In fact, she's talked so long with her higher self that she's so tapped in. She's like got all the magic. She's got all the all the knowing too. Like, you know, like the things that have happened to us that make us whatever we are, right? You know, like childhood stuff and whatever like that. This person is like, well, she's right here by the anxiety, so she's right here by this. She's like, yeah, I've been through it all. I've been through the fucking ringer here, and I understand why I was there. You know, I understand what it gave me. I can understand how every circumstance makes me more beautiful, you know. I was just talking about that the other day in this cycle reading, and I did an Akashic pull, card pull, you know, and the Queen of Wands came out in that deck, and that Queen of Wands is fucking amazing because that's what it is. It's like her loving every single scar, every single stretch mark, every single, you know, whatever has happened to her. She's loving all of it and accepting all of it and just wearing it with pride. You know, like, man, all these things gave me this and it made me beautiful. She's so confident in herself, you know. So I feel like, you know, there is someone coming in here. There is a new love and there's a new hope. But what I wanted to ask about is what's going on with this breakup thing, like this person. What's going on with that? What happened with this? Well, it's saying that it's telling me again about the abundance, right? It says keep a positive mindset and manifest exactly what you want. Just stay grateful. You know what I mean? So try to do that every day. Would be my suggestion, you know, like you could even write it down, you know, like if you, I have my alarm set on my phone to like remind me to be grateful, and it goes off once an hour. And what the whole thing is to kind of look around where you are right that minute doing whatever you're doing. And like, so it goes off while I'm doing a reading. Of course, I'm grateful for the cards. I'm grateful for the people watching. I'm grateful for spirit messages. I'm grateful for channeling, you know. If you're having dinner and the thing goes off, you can be grateful for the food, grateful for the family, grateful for, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like bringing it on into the minute. Because I mean, all we really have is the now. When we're in this Nine of Swords, we're worried about shit that already happened or hasn't happened yet. You know what I mean? But I feel like when you're in this kind of energy with the sun, I mean, you're really looking at what you have and you're fucking grateful for it. Your heart starts to open, your vibe starts to change, and then you start attracting abundance to you because you're feeling abundant. You're feeling grateful, and the universe is going like, more things to be grateful for, more things to be grateful for. And I've been doing this since about November, this whole every hour thing. And I'll tell you what it does do. Well, I do have a lot more money than I did when I started. I didn't have any income, and I do now, quite a bit actually. It's kind of rolling in from about 3 different places, and it's kind of cool. I don't know, but it seems to be really working. And so I just want you guys to know that like I'm kind of like I'm living it. It's really working. And so I say to Spirit, thank you so much for everything, you know. I even went on a trip. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like Spirit is saying, Libra, really work on this attitude of gratitude, you know? Really do the work, really do it. And stay in the present as much as you can, because there's nothing in the past that you can have back. That's just a waste of time. It's already gone. And if you think about the future, it's not even here yet. And so, what are you doing? Like, it's like you're wasting your minute right now, is basically what I'm saying, you know? If you're worried about yesterday, you're wasting right now. If you're worried about fucking 10 years from now, you're wasting right now. What about right now? It's still the only minute we can control. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like, yeah, there's a big change coming in for you, Libra. You know, the dragonfly is here. I feel like you're going to have tons of options, tons of them. And it could be about love, it could be about work, it could be about creation, like creating things, because you do have this divine feminine energy here. And I'm feeling that, um, you know, the divine feminine is the Empress, and she's like Mother Earth. She's Gaia. And she is just a creator, right? And she loves everything. She's nurturing, she's kind, she's loving. So you could be working on something really cool because the Three of Pentacles is here. So you might, you know, maybe somebody is coming in and saying, like, hey, I really love those, I don't know, plant hangers you make. How do you make them? Can I buy some? I'd like some in the colors that match my living room. You know, I'd like 3 of them. I don't know what you're making, but I'm just saying, like, there could be an opportunity to make money in a really weird way. Cool, but weird. Like something that you just do for fun. You know what I mean? And it kind of goes off, or there's a little trickling of income coming in. I hate to make it sound like it's like $1 million, but it could be. But you never know, right? So let me see what you guys are saying now. Hello. That was like a money tree, me too. It's very figurative here, but like I feel like I love the message of the card, you know, like because it's like saying like, look, like you have the ability. It's your higher self. It's your soul. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know that everybody really believes that their soul is alive and exerts power, but it is. It's alive, you guys, and it's powerful, and it's here to live life as a human being. It can't do it as a spirit. It has to have a body, and you're the body. So, like, I feel like our human being feels so important all the time. At least mine does. Like, I'm the most important thing here. I'm sad. I'm this. I'm that. But like the reality is like, well, really, it's the soul that came here to live this experience, you know, and they're just doing it in your body because they cannot live here without it. They can't feel, they can't, they just only are love, you know. So if they want to experience and like evolve and grow the soul, you know, like, hey, I'd like to grow. I mean, I'm all love, but I'd like to understand. Maybe you want to know why that unconditional love is so fucking important. You know, like maybe that's your soul mission. You know, and so you come here and you get into this body, and then you experience all these things. Suddenly you're alone. Suddenly, you know, you have to move on, um, or move forward. Right? I just feel like. I feel like there's a big awakening for you this month, Libra, and I'm really excited for it. I feel like it's a big opening for like, it could be work, it could be love, it could be like, well, I'm not sure. It's probably whatever you're manifesting. What do you want abundance in? You know what I mean? What is it that you really want? Because if you really talk to your higher self about it, get on the same page, I'll tell you what'll happen. you'll either lose the desire if it's something that's not meant for the soul. You know, like the soul's like, no, that's not really part of it. You'll either just lose the desire for whatever you're asking for, it'll just melt away into nothing. You'll lose interest. You know what I mean? Like if you really talk to it is powerful. Your higher self is powerful, and I know this to be true for myself. So I think if you ask your higher self whatever you want, like I have done it before, and it's kind of like they can rearrange like the narrow pathways in your brain so that you can see things like from a different perspective. You know how sometimes we get the hanged man card, and it's about being and getting a new perspective on something, and that is exactly what happens when we just say, hey, I am not getting this, you know, I'm scared. So Holly, I just feel like I want you to know that whatever you need to do, if you're moving or whatever, this reading is saying do it. You're completely protected and surrounded, so by spirit, you know. And I think good things are coming in. I think you get to manifest what you want. Don't be too scared, right? You've got a lot of nines here, Libra. Well, two. You've got this Nine of Wands and you've got the Nine of Swords. So these are about really big realizing things. I think what you're realizing is like, first of all, you have to choose yourself with the Knight of Wands. I mean the Two of Wands. You know, that's about really doing what's best for your highest good and growth, right? Right. So who needs to be in on that? The soul, right? So you're here at this place and you got to decide to do something. You're feeling like, I don't know, if it's this thing here, like you're moving on from something. It says, you know, like you're looking at your life and you're like, I don't know if what I've been putting all my energy in is paying off, you know. I'm not seeing any fruit from my labor, right? And then here comes this magician. Like, that's like one of the first things you learn from your soul. And it's like, hey, human, guess what? You have everything you need to manifest the life you want. What do you want? I mean, do you know what your equipment is? It's the elements. It's fire, water, air, and earth. That's the elements. So let's say you want to be the magician. You want to, do you see why I have my little fire going here? I have water here. And I have lots and lots of stones and things like that representing earth. So I have all the elements here while I'm doing this. I mean, you can't really do it without it. You know, this right here is kind of magician work. You know what I mean? Where I'm like tapping into the other side and asking for messages for you, right? And I feel like there's some kind of like this is in the way. This is the Nine of Wands, and it's kind of like, you know, it's the other nine on the table. And nines are about realizing something. Neither one of these nines look very comfortable. You know, like this one, she's up all night crying, and we've all been there, right? But have you ever been there when you actually have an aha moment? You're crying and crying and crying, then you finally get it. Well, that's kind of what these two cards are saying. It's like you're kind of like waking up to some things, like the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. And what these are saying is like, even the roughest spot, especially the roughest spots, they're the ones where you make the most progress. They're the ones where you have the most evolution for your soul purpose. You know what I mean? It's being in this energy here where we get to this point where we have no other choice but to seek our higher self. You know what I mean? And we're all like going like, what is the fucking point of this thing? Like, why am I hurting so bad? You know? Hello. cooperate with your 2062. Yeah. I feel sorry for the way people treat each other, is what I feel. And their feuding doesn't have anything to do with me, but I wish them all peace. I wish that all those people that think war is necessary would just like, I mean, you know, fucking do a little bit of this, like tapping in. Because you know what? None of our souls want to do that. None of our souls want to be like that. Soul is pure love, you know? So I don't know what to say about it. Like, I don't get involved in politics, man. But I'm sending love out, love and light, and hopefully some clarity for people who think it's cool to, hurt other people. Because I really don't. All right, so you're coming into some realizations. You're learning that you can manifest things here, and you're doing it. And you remember how you're manifesting it, right? It's about gratitude. It's about being grateful. It's about staying grateful. And when you're grateful, Spirit says, let's give her more to be grateful about. Spirit, what's your advice? What's your advice for Libra? Okay. Relax and enjoy the ride. Six of wand or Six of Swords. This is about Spirit taking you somewhere new. Like that's why you're moving. Whatever you're doing here, you're moving because Spirit says it's time to go. I feel like there could be a job there in the new place. It is soul led. This is the 20 card. It's a brand new beginning. Here's the thing. I feel like this is all about like allowing your spirit to show you what's next. Just allow it. Like stop getting in the way, human. You know what I mean? Stop worrying about the past. Stop feeling like you got to defend yourself. Stop feeling like every bad thing always happens to you and you're a victim because you're not. You're a very strong and powerful soul who came here to experience life through you. You, specifically you, with your name, your birth chart, your numerology. They wanted you, that soul. So my suggestion is like, it's coming to leave. Allow it. Just allow it. You know? Your higher self is going like, I got a new place to go. I got a new direction. I got a new everything. Come on. Human kind of has to be on board. You know? That's kind of the deal. Like the human does have to decide some stuff. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's definitely guided. I mean, you've got 3 guidance cards. And I feel like, honestly, I don't know what's going on with work, but it looks like there's a new job or new money. Remember what I said. Remember remember this money tree. I mean, it could be a good idea. It could be something you're working on, like in your own home. I'm not really sure, but you are being asked to move forward in a new direction and almost like guided out. So, I want to know what comes after the Fool, don't you? Because it's kind of like you get all this really cool energy and then you're like, okay, I trust you. It's like what's happening like with this 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles is it's like your higher self going like, let me show you that I'm here. Let me show you what we're capable of. You know what I mean? And so it comes out, it shows you something, maybe understanding like the 9 of Pentacles. Let me just explain it to you. Like, it can be like, so let's say you're alone and you're kind of broke, or whatever. No matter what you do, it just never really works out. But you start working with your higher self, and maybe what happens is like a check comes in the mail and you overpaid the light company 10 years ago and they now owe you $100 and the check comes. And that's exactly how much you needed. It's weird shit like that, 9 of Pentacles. It's little tiny things, like every time you need something, like you need groceries and you don't have any money, you move your couch and you find $100 bill, $50 bill, $10 bill, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like your soul leading you to everything you need. And it's like this feeling that you get like, no matter what happens, my soul is taking care of me and I'm fine. And so when they're pushing you along and saying, like, I got a new place for us to go, like, this could be a new job. You want to go? This is your soul leading you here. You deciding, yep, you can lead me. They're taking you to something brand new. It's a new experience, it's a new everything, you know? And I think I was going to ask what's after the pool, like, where are you taking them? I feel like they might be taking you to, there might be a new love coming in. I mean, I've seen it like 3 times, so I feel like, but it's like you have to get to this place where you love yourself first. Otherwise, you're going to have fucked up people coming in again. You know what I mean? Like, you got to heal, you got to grow, you got to evolve, you got to raise that vibration in order to get, like, the person that your soul has in mind. You know, it's somebody that's going to love you back. You know, I feel like, I don't know, it's new love coming in. So, a lot of cool things happening for you, Libra. I wanted to get one of these cards and see, like, let's look about that new love, because you're getting new love. I just want a little bit of information, transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go, and it will all work out. You see what I mean? So if you're energetically hanging on to someone in the past, it kind of looks like you might be just walking away, but a little bit scared. It's saying, like, just surrender it to your higher self and watch what they do next, because it looks like it's pretty cool. Hi, Sam. I'm sorry you're scared. Let's see. Okay, so that is about what I got for you guys. Libra, I hope that made sense for you. Just take what resonates, whatever didn't fit for you probably was for somebody else. So just let that go. If it wasn't for you, it's okay. There's lots of people that watch readings, so there's like many messages for probably every single person. So just take what's yours and leave the rest. But you see what's coming in after all that, right? It's a really cool soul relationship, and it's like Wheel of Fortune. So it's lucky, it's divinely timed, it's like a solid, stable home. It's you completely in your power. That's when it all comes in. So keep going through this transformation. Shut the door on the past. Shut it. Just shut it completely. Don't even peek through. I know it's tempting, but just don't peek through it and just keep walking forward, because I feel like there's something coming in that's more solid for you. And it's definitely a new experience. It's not something you've experienced before. Would definitely be brand spanking new for you. Um, Sam, let me see if I can get a couple messages for you. Spirit, what does Sam need to know today? What's going on? What's going on with Sam? You feel this could be something about, oh, did you lose someone? I kind of feel like you're going through some kind of a transformation. The Ten of Swords is here. It seems to me like without knowing you or anything, I kind of feel like something has you feeling a little bit disconnected from yourself. This card, sometimes when I look at it, reminds me of like dissociation. And a lot of times that kind of stuff happens when we're kids and we're traumatized, or sometime in our life during a trauma, like a PTSD trauma. And we kind of get separated, and part of ourself is like kind of floating around. That's what it feels like to me anyway. Like you just feel like you're not completely together in yourself. You feel separated. I don't know if that's what's going on for you. Um, but I feel like there's something changing. Tell me what the Ten of Swords is. I feel like you're about ready to like have some kind of, I don't know. There's two kings here. Yeah, new beginning. This could be about love. I kind of feel like what's happening here, Sam, for you is like there is a new opportunity. I feel like you're a little bit scared about something. I don't know what, but I kind of feel like there's a big dose of like strength coming in. This is like Leo energy. So we're very close to Leo. So maybe it's Leo season where something's going to change for you. I feel like there's a decision that you might need to make and it's confusing. You don't know what to do. It could be about love. It could be about somebody that walked away from you already before, kind of broke your heart, coming back, or you want them to come back. You're confused about it. I feel like maybe this is a lesson in like learning how strong you are, you know? I also feel like your heart has been kind of blocked off or closed, maybe since you were a child, and I feel like there's something happening here that's changing that. Maybe it's this new offer, I don't know. But you do have a lot of love here. Like you have the page, the knight, and the king. So it's telling me like, I don't know, maybe you're growing, like your heart is opening and it's growing a little bit at a time. Um, But I do feel like there's some kind of offer from someone that's really making you confused. And I also feel like something going on about transmuting your energy here with the Temperance card. I feel like it's also kind of like there's a message here like be patient with yourself as you try and like open your heart more, understand your power more. These can be really hard things because of childhood wounding. I feel like she's got a blindfold on. So and it's right on this King of Wands. So I'm wondering like, is this saying like you're blind to your power? You don't believe you have any power? Or you feel like everything bad always happens to you, Nine of Wands. Like you're in kind of victim mentality. Maybe probably from childhood or something. I do feel like there's an opportunity to move out of that energy and move towards something else. Tell me, how do they do that? How's he gonna do that? How's he give me some advice? Yeah, it is about finding the justice in a situation. I think the justice is coming in. Transformation is here too. There's success. You're going through a transformation. It's going to be successful. You know what I mean? You are going to let go of this. You could have almost always also too. Like I'm wondering if like there's been a recent death that has really been weighing on you, or like you're trying to get through the grief of it. Maybe it really disrupted your family, trying to find some kind of like justice in it, like why'd that happen, you know what I mean? Like that's hard when someone dies and you're like, what the fuck, and they're young or something like that, or you weren't ready, or it just wasn't, it didn't seem like it was fair, right? But I feel like you are finding it. The transformation in you is helping you see the justice. And I think the justice has something to do with your home. Four of Wands. That's about having a stable, happy home. So I do feel like there's a transformation coming in. It's going to work itself out. It doesn't really have a whole bunch of advice here, but I feel like you're going through a lot of stuff. But like, I guess I would sit back and enjoy the ride. I think I would do some meditating. That's my answer to everything, because whenever we don't really know what's going on in our life, you know who does? Your soul. It made the plan. It fucking wrote the map. I mean, if nothing else, it can show you the map. You know what I mean? If you pay attention. And so you got to tap into the energy and say, hey, I want to know. Hey, soul, I'm over here. I'm ready for the answers that I've been seeking. I'm ready for something. And I kind of feel like, I don't know if that's what you're doing or if spirit is just taking charge here, because the Six of Wands is kind of like spirit just taking the situation over and going like, you've been here long enough, man. We're moving you the hell out of there, somewhere better. I will, Holly. Spirit, Holly wants to take her dogs and or pets, it says, inside a Dodge truck. Will she make it safely to Arizona? Are you with her? Is she gonna be okay? Mm-hmm. You are. You definitely are. Hello. I don't know about wins. I'm sorry about that, Farhana, but here's what I know about spirit. They don't they don't even acknowledge time. We're the only people. We're the only ones, just humans. I mean, that I know of anyway. We're on a time schedule, but I don't think spirit is. And I don't think, it's hard to get a timeline answer to that. Um, when will your marriage life go better? I don't know. I can get you advice about, I'll ask, what you can do to make it better. Do you want me to do that? I feel like right now, off the top of my head, I'm feeling like, be grateful for everything. That's the answer. Like living in gratitude. Are you grateful for your husband? Do you tell him? Do you act like it? You know what I mean? Do you feel grateful for him, or is he a piece of shit? Because if he's a piece of shit and you're wondering when it's gonna get better, and you're feeling like, I fucking can't stand this motherfucker. I've been there. I've been there. And that never gets better. Once they fucking cross the line and you're done, or at least for me, I'm really done. But so like I feel like you should, I'm not even going to pull cards. I'm going to tell you what I know. If you love him and you want to be with him and make it work, fall back in love with him. Treat him like a king. Treat him like you want him to treat you. Be grateful for everything he says and does. That's good. Notice it. Say it out loud. Um, that's how I feel about it. I hope that makes you feel a bit better. I don't know about the money. I don't know anything about it. Um, you're welcome, Holly. I don't think it does either. So it's really hard to get an answer like that. I don't even like to ask. I just feel stupid asking spirit because it's like, I just feel like they're probably rolling their eyes. I know they don't have eyes, but it makes me feel like that. Like if I just ask them, like, well, when is this going to happen? And they're like, fuck, man. I guess it's just like timing, like, right? Whenever it all works out and everybody's all balanced at the same time. It's like you got to be vibing at a certain time, place. It's not about time, it's about vibration and how long it takes you to get there. You know what I mean? To make things happen. Yeah, Libras are. Libras are, so they are very kind and loving. I love Libras too. I'm a Libra rising, and I have a daughter that's a Libra, and I have many friends that are Libra. I love Libras. I feel like I probably get along with them maybe better than any other sign. I just dig who they are. They're always there, and I like them. So I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome to my channel. I'm gonna go, you guys. I got my grandson coming here, and he's a little tiny baby. Yeah. And you guys just remember what I'm saying about the gratitude. Like it really changes everything. What we attract, how people treat us, all of it. And the more often we're grateful during the day, spirit will show you everything. Like you'll start noticing things that you didn't even know before. Like you didn't notice it before. Like, wow, look at that flower. Like all of a sudden you're tuning into everything and you really do say thank you. Like you don't have, the phone thing is a good reminder, but you're doing it in between the hour too. You drive down the thing and you're like, man, I'm gonna have to stop and really look at this. This is beautiful. Thank you, spirit. Like, wow, this flower. You start noticing nature, I feel like, at least for me. Like I'm the nature person. Great blessings to you. Have an amazing day. Yeah. Okay. I love you guys. And oh wait, she's saying he's a lovely person. Good. So if he's a lovely person, you just try to love him more. Try to show him how grateful you are for him. Things will get better. I promise. Gratitude heals everything because it comes from love. And it's all about love, you guys. All of it. That's who our soul is, love. So let's be true to that soul and be loving. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Have a groovy day.